and learning by developing the e-learning policies and guidelines, which will hopefully will be adopted very soon. So we promote also online meeting and seminars to professors and teachers from other universities across the countries. So we also developing some e-learning content in local language using Moodle LMS. So from the during the COVID-19, so we actually trying to train some of the staff from university and other university in our country to develop an online content. So we trying to use some available tools because we have some issues in terms of the funding. So we try to use the PowerPoint and presentation, and as well as using the OBS to capture the screen and making the video contents for the on content and languages. So we also conducting the e-learning content development training for professors and across the country. So nearly about 500 professors were trained during the COVID-19, and it's still going on right now. So as well as we train them using the learning management system by using Moodle for staff and professors. So as for challenges, so what we found that the most crucial issue is about the network infrastructures, and as you see that we don't have good and stable network infrastructures across the university itself, and as well as across the country for education actually. So we also have no data centers. Actually, we have only a few small servers hosted at the National University of Laos. So the internet connection is also another issue, which is we have very low bandwidth using for the whole university. So not even gigabit that we have right now. So another issue is about the resource professionals. Like, for example, we don't have expert in terms of the contents making or video content making. So we're trying to use our effort to train professors locally. So the content, the available content in local language is also another issue, because before COVID-19, so our university is kind of a face-to-face university. So we don't have content, online content, and we just start developing the content in local language. That's why we have very few contents available right now. So the content development equipment and tools, that also another issue that we face right now. So the engagement of the professor and student also another big issue, because most of the students come from the remote areas and they don't have access to ICT and even the internet connections. So the funding and incentives for developing the contents and teaching and learning, so it's another one that we think that it's our challenges. And the most important thing that we also consider that the awareness of the top level management is still very low right now. So we try to push and encourage them to move the things forward. So in the way forward, I would like to say that we just start working with the IIOE, not yet signed the MOU yet. So we hopefully after the COVID-19, so we been had a chance to sign the MOU with them. So of course we expect to work with the IIOE and beneficiary members for smart education project. So we also willing to have UNESCO, ICHE, and the IIOE co-construction and sharing ecosystem in the future. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Professor, for this presentation. And your presentation, it seems that you are in Africa because you are facing a lot of challenges. We are
Yes.
meeting in Africa, for instance, the internet connection, the connectivity, yes, the infrastructures, for instance, the lack of infrastructure among the university and the countries, and also the valuable content in local languages, and the lack of the commitment, engagement of the, yes, professor and student that are engaged in online learning. So I think that what we can also retain is the your willing to work to continue partnership with IIOE so that you can sign an MOU. Now, I will continue with the next presenter. Let me say Professor Chitra Mudatoki, Dean of Faculty of Education, University of Nepal.
Okay.
Professor, are you with us?
Yes, yes. Thank you, Chair. Let me share my slide.
Hello?
Yes, sharing. Yeah. No, what happens? Not sharing.
No, you go ahead.
It is. Can you see?
No, तपाईको फाइल खोल्नु त सर.
फाइल खोलेको छ.
Screen share गर्नु पर्यो पुरै. Oh yeah, it's there. Yes, it's there.
Okay, thank you. Respected Chair, ladies and gentlemen, namaste, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am Chitrabahadur Burathoki, Dean Faculty of Education, Tribhuvan University. First, I will give you brief introduction of Tribhuvan University, then I will highlight our response to COVID-19 challenges. Tribhuvan University is the oldest and largest public university of Nepal. It was established in 1959. It has 5 institutes, namely Institute of Medicine, Institute of Engineering, Institute of Forestry, Institute of Agriculture. Likewise, there are 4 faculties: Faculty of Education, Faculty of Social Science, Faculty of Law, Faculty of Management. We have 2 types of teaching unit or campuses. One is constituent teaching units. There are 125 constituent campus and 185 affiliated campuses scattered through different parts of the country. We have about 500,000 students and about 9,000 teaching staff. We have also 4 teaching research center. I'm from Faculty of Education. Faculty of Education is responsible for conducting the teacher preparation course. We have different courses from bachelor, master, PhD. And normal classes of Tribhuvan University badly affected by COVID-19 pandemic situation since April, when government of Nepal imposed a nationwide lockdown for 4 months. Then we faced several challenges. In the first month of lockdown, we are not able to run online classes, but we had to move online class without preparation, without sufficient infrastructure. We have faced several challenges to manage the online virtual classes. First, we have not trained teacher in digital pedagogy. Most teachers felt difficult to adapt ICT technology to run online classes. Then Tribhuvan University decided to run the training program for teachers and prepare a guideline for running, organizing, managing online and virtual classes. First, Tribhuvan University prepared trainer of training for conducting ICT related training, learning management, online learning management systems. Then we conducted several rounds of training to our teachers and different groups. And after 1 month, anyway, most of the teachers able to handle online classes and share the slides and run their classes through the virtual mode. But mainly we focus on master level classes. Those teachers who have been already engaged in master classes and MPhil classes, they effectively implement the online classes to their students. And some teachers are also able to run online classes at bachelor level, but Tribhuvan University unable to organize or conduct online classes for undergraduate courses because there are many students, they are living in different parts of the country, they don't have good access to internet. Because of this, Tribhuvan University was unable to conduct online classes effectively for undergraduate students. Due to lack of sufficient infrastructure at college, and most of the teachers around there conducted their online teaching learning activity at their homes. We have also lack of sufficient online resource to the student teacher for conducting teaching learning activity through online mode. Therefore, we want to establish ICT equipped classroom. Actually, we have to develop and demonstrate the smart classroom in TU. We are making effort to train the teacher on ICT pedagogy or digital pedagogy. We have to enhance the capacity of teacher, particularly in digital pedagogy, and through ICT training and other related trainings. With collaboration.
Okay, Professor, can you summarize now?
With provision of smart classroom, as well as provision of online resources to the student and teacher with the support of UNESCO IJ. We are in the process of making a formal collaboration between the TU and UNESCO IJ. I think we will be benefited from the support from UNESCO IJ on our online courses and transferring our traditional pedagogy to digital pedagogy. Thank you for organizing this event.
Thank you, Professor. Yes, thank you very much. We see that Tribhuvan University engaged online learning, and this is not easy, as we know. And we see that you are working to train the teachers, and so that they can have the capacity to implement successfully online learning. So we also see that you are working on the LMS system, and we have some scholarship for students, and you are focusing on digital pedagogy. Digital pedagogy is very important because we don't only need technology, we need a human who will develop the digital technology so that the student and trainer will understand the courses. Thank you very much. I will say that now we are all, we have one presentation. I am the one who will do the presentation. It's regarding what UNESCO Regional Office Abuja is doing in terms of international cooperation. I see that the Dr. Dimitri Sanga, my Director of Regional Office of Dakar, is willing to share presentation. And Dimitri, are you online?
Yes, I am online.
Okay, so when you can give me the floor after to present the perspective of Abuja Regional Office. Thank you very much for taking the floor.
Okay, thank you. So let me talk here
Excuse
about.
me, Dr. Sanga.
Yes.
We have a missing presentation, and we are going to play a short video before your session.
Which one?
We will play it. Thank you.
Okay.
The presentation from Professor Sun Yong.
Okay. So we can continue now.
Yes, we will play a short video.
Okay.
副市长李明主任，各位嘉宾、女士们、先生们，大家好，我是深圳信息的校长孙勇，非常荣幸受邀出席本次。我校作为国际网络教育学院的共同发起方之一，本年度建设首批30门课程已陆续交付上线，上线课程获得了广泛的好评。未来我们还将陆续推出更多的课程。我校作为国家高水平职业院校建设单位，依托深圳最具优渥的创新生态体系和强大的 ICT 产业群，开设有信息类为主的专业47个，95%以上的专业紧密对接深圳支柱产业的研发、应用和服务。疫情期间，学校依托 Blackboard 网络教学平台、清华学堂在线、国家数字化学习资源分中心、高等职业教育专业教学资源库，应用虚拟现实技术和智能化教学手段，积极探索线上线下混合式教学改革，实现了2900门的课程的在线授课，确保了2万多名学生接受在线教学不受疫情的影响。未来2年，我们学校80%课程将实现线上线下混合式教学。IIOE 是一个非常重要的平台，不仅能实现联合国教科文组织的教育合作宗旨，而且在全球共同抗疫中发挥了积极作用。我们将充分发挥学校信息技术能力优势，全力支持 IIOE 建设，把最优质、最前沿的 IT 技术专业课程分享给合作伙伴。最后，预祝国际网络教育学院办学取得更大成功，发挥更大作用。预祝本次会议圆满成功。谢谢。
Thank you very much, Professor, for this very concrete presentation, and a relevant one. We know that you are doing very good because you are mainstreaming ICT at higher education level in everywhere, regarding also online learning platform, and you are thinking about the future of technology, and you tackle the COVID-19. Now, for Abuja Regional Office, I will say that I'm presenting on the behalf of the regional, the director, the acting director, Mr. Madou Lamine. For us, during this presentation session, we see that if IIOE was not created, it is time to create it, because the creation of IIOE is timely and came few months just after the appearance of COVID-19. What have we done from Abuja Regional Office perspective? First of all, we know that every country were not prepared for this COVID-19. And UNESCO alone cannot do anything. That is why during the May 2020, with Nairobi Regional Office, we co-organized two continental webinar on higher education, on African higher education solution to COVID-19 through e-learning, ICT, distance education, and digital inclusion. During these two sessions, more than 300 participants were mobilized, and we mobilized also the partner from Global Coalition for Education that UNESCO launched in March. And during the platform, this session, the two webinar, our partners such as Huawei, Google, Microsoft, Coursera, StarTime, Weidong, CD Network, IITE, ICHI, Virtual University of Cote d'Ivoire, Virtual University of Senegal, and the Virtual University of Tunisia, and so on, they take the floor to present their offer, free charge offer, or almost the offer at affordable cost to help African countries. We have also mobilized African Union, ECOWAS, and other international associations such as African Association of Universities. The second activity that we have initiated is that we reactivate the network of Anglophone and Francophone countries who are specialized in ICT and online learning at university level. So today, for the first time, we organized two regional workshops. The first one on virtual university, MOOCs, and online learning at Virtual University of Cote d'Ivoire in April 2018, and in Nigeria 2019. And the two networks help our countries to be ready to implement online learning. Currently, Abuja Regional 4 universities in Sierra Leone to mainstream online learning, mobile learning at higher education level. In parallel of our intervention, we have also signed MOU with ICHI, International Center of Higher Education Innovation under UNESCO auspices. And we are closely working with International Institute of Online Education. And we mainstream, we widely disseminate the offer on big data empowering, big data training among our region. The need from our network of university can be summarized in 4 points. First, support the virtual university and they strengthen the capacity of the face-to-face university. Reinforce the capacity of our academic experts, especially on AI, cloud computing, blockchain, and so on. Create the virtual or support the creation of virtual laboratory to accelerate the dynamic around research team. And finally, support the design of policy and strategy to introduce, to integrate AI, big data in higher education institution. So that in few words, what I can say on the behalf of Mr. Lamin Mamadou, who is the acting director. Thank you very much. And I want to wish all the best for International Institute of Open Education, who is celebrating this year its first anniversary by holding this annual general meeting. Thank you very much. Now I want to give the floor to my director, Dr. Dimitri Sanga, the Regional Director of UNESCO at Dakar office, Sahel. Thank you, Director. Thank you, all of you, dear participants. Director Dimitri, you have the floor.
Yes, thank you very much, Lamine, and then it's really a pleasure.
Abdoulaye Salifou.
Salifou, thank you very much. You are representing Lamine, so Salifou,
Yes.
thank you very much.
Okay.
It's really a pleasure for me to be here this morning and then to participate in this very interesting meeting. I think that you have very well set the tone. We are running out of time, so I will try to keep for this part of the session. We have 4 speakers and a discussant, so you will all of you have maximum 3 minutes. Try to stay between those 3 minutes. The introduction has been done. Several speakers who talked about how they reacted to the COVID-19 to ensure continuity of learning, mentioned the challenges that we are facing, connectivity, power, training of teachers, of students, and so on. So I don't want to go back to that. Let me say that we have 4 speakers, and without further ado, we will start with Professor Yong Zulina, who is the director at the International Relations Office, University of Malaya. She is also a scholar in mathematics, and she will be sharing with us a few thoughts on sharing of online education practices. If you are online, Professor Zulina, you have the floor, and then please try to keep it within the 3 minutes. Please go ahead. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear, and then we can also see the...
Can you see my slides? Can you see my slides?
Please.
Okay.
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Hold on, I'm just going to show that. Okay. First of all, I must thank you all for inviting us to this session. For us as an institution, University Malaya, this is the first time. So give me a few minutes to describe our university. We are number 59 in the World QS University ranking. This is a government university. This is the oldest university. We are more than 100 years old. Size-wise, we have about 26,000 students, of which 10,000 are postgraduates, and we have about 2,000 odd of academic staff. We describe ourselves as a comprehensive research university. So research is very much the main activity, as well as the teaching and learning. So answering to the first question, measures that, how do we respond to COVID-19? If you look at all the blogs here, it's very much similar as what others have experienced, but I would like to share that we actually work very closely with the response team, which is the Occupational Safety and Health Environment Division, to guide us as to how do we go about making sure that the environment that we are at the campus is safe. So I'm not going to dwell into the others. So we have the same experience in which a total change on where we deliver our programs, but also being a comprehensive university, it impacted us as for students who are need hands-on, like the medical students, nursing, and others. Yeah. So as well as I've mentioned earlier on, ours is a research university where we have quite a number of research students. So how do we go about making sure that the activities of research are uninterrupted? Yeah. So some of the issues that we have faced, which some have actually mentioned, are the way we do assessment and also making sure that everything is taken care of with regard to the academic calendar and other areas. So what kind of support that we provide? We look at 3 particular areas that we make sure that no one is left behind. Number 1 is the support to the academic staff, support to students, as well as support to the community. So we make sure that no one is left behind, which I'm sure others as well have done before, where we try to get as much data, as much information, where we need to provide students that has got low connectivity, students without any devices, to ensure that they are able to continue their studies uninterrupted. As for the academic staff, I have to thank our academic center, which we call ADEC, who has done series and series of training, I think about 50, 60 every other day training for reskilling on using all the tools and how to provide quality online teaching and learning. But also, most importantly, we make sure that the safety of the campus community, where the health are not compromised, as well as making sure that the SOP